everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tropical Talk with me, Steven's Vice. On today's show, I have a very special guest with me who has a huge heart when it comes to giving back to the community. That all started by a connection that they shared with a special fan. Please welcome to the show, the Battle Arts Open Weight Championship winner, two-time Border City Wrestling Champion, the two-time Great Canadian Wrestling Champion, one-time Crossbody Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion, one-time Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champion with Eric Young, Joe Doring, and Rhino. The founder of Give It for Charity, current Impact Wrestling star, and fellow Canadian, Mr. Cody Deaner!
Yeah, what an intro, buddy. I love it. I love the drama of you, there it is, flashing it up. Like to see that. I love the drama of you clearing your throat and making me wait for it to hear that introduction, but it was worth it. What an intro. Thanks, Steven. I'm very excited to be talking with you, buddy. This is going to be fun.
Hi, Cody, and welcome to the show.
Yep.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I picked a good time to talk to you because I had my dinner just about an hour or so ago, so I'm full. I'm full.
10 minutes ago.
I know. You had messaged me. You had mac and cheese, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice dinner. I had pasta too. I had pasta, but it didn't have mac and cheese. I had rice pasta with some ground beef on it. And so if I don't eat, Steven, I get really hangry. So I want to make sure that I wasn't going to be hangry when I talk to you. So my stomach's full. I'm ready to chat about all things wrestling, and anything you want to talk about, I'm ready. So let's do this.
Get very hangry. Sounds like me and my brother.
Yeah, you get hangry sometimes?
Sometimes. Oof.
Yeah. Oh man, if I don't have my food at the right time, watch out. You don't want to be around me. I'm not very pleasant to be around. Nah, not good.
Just if I'm hungry and I'm hangry, back up.
Exactly. That's what happens in my life too. So I'm not hangry right now. I'm in a good mood because I'm talking to my buddy about wrestling and all things that I love. So yeah, buddy, I'm ready to go.
I had a hornswoggle figure on my desk, and I just threw the hat at my mom, and she was trying to pick it up, and I threw the hornswoggle at her. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to say thank you so much for coming on my show today. It means a lot to me to have you sit down and talk. Now, let's get right into it. Fun stuff, the crazy questions I like to ask. Where we get to know you before we drive off the top road into some wrestling questions.
Yep.
Let's get started. Are you ready?
I am ready, buddy.
Now, my favorite question to ask, will you say a lot about you often throws my guests people for a loop. Are you ready?
I think so, buddy.
No, seriously, this is a different question than last time. You need to get ready.
Okay. Let me get in the right headspace. All right, I'm ready.
What is your favorite color?
You got me. Oh man. Well, I don't remember what I said last time we talked, and because I kind of have a different color that I like every day. I want to say one of my favorite colors is actually the one that you have on right now, because you have a pretty cool shirt. You got to show that to everybody so everybody sees it.
Givermania, baby.
Givermania, that's right. To Steven, Cody Deaner. I signed that for you. Red is one of my favorite colors because of this guy right here. For those of you that, I mean, everybody that's watching this is probably a wrestling fan. They'll know what the inspiration was for that Giver Mania shirt right here. That's my Hogan right there. So I'm a big fan of red and yellow. Red and yellow. Two of my favorite colors when I was a kid, for sure.
I actually, those are LGNs, right?
Yes, they are.
Well, I may or may not. Hold on, give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Now, one.
Oh,
Gene Okerlund.
I don't have that one. I had that and I lost it. I love it. That's so cool. I remember I had that when I was a kid, but I don't know where it is. Oh,
Two.
yep.
Big Show.
Mm-hmm. Yep, of course.
And 3. George the Animal Steel.
Oh, I got that one. You gotta get a close up of his face so everybody can see his green tongue sticking out of his mouth. Yeah, sweet. That's George the Animal Steel. Awesome. Love that one.
Now, I have a lot more than just those.
Okay. I can see you got a bunch behind you there.
That's not LGNs. That's just for those figures.
Yeah. Those are the other ones.
Here's some of my LGNs.
Oh, we got some more. Oh, yeah. Who's that? Do you know who that is?
No.
That's Captain Lou Albano. I got that one too. That's Captain Lou. You got some good ones, buddy. Nikolai Volkov. I have that one too. Yep.
I also have Brutus the Robber Beefcake.
Nice. Sweet. That's a really good figure. I always like that one.
I have the B Team.
Oh yeah, sweet. The Killer Beast. Killer Beast. Yep. Sweet. That's a good set.
I also have Andre the Giant.
Perfect. I got that one too. That one's in good condition.
Yeah.
All the hair's almost gone on mine. That's all been beaten up because I used to have Hogan would wrestle him and I'd kick him and all the paint would come off. So that one's in good condition.
Marty Jannetty?
Nope, close. No, that is Tito Santana.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, it's Tito Santana. I've got to wrestle Tito before. Ooh, that's a rare one. Do you know who that is?
Nope.
That is Billy Jack Haynes. He wrestled Hercules in a full Nelson match, the first one to get on the full Nelson. So that's Billy Jack Haynes from Oregon. He was awesome. Did the full Nelson.
My favorite one.
Okay.
My newest addition to the shelf.
Oh, what is that? Let's see. Oh, nice. Is that
Cody Rhodes?
That's Cody Rhodes. Sweet. Where did you get that?
There's a new series of from Jazzwares called AEW Unmatched.
Okay.
And every single series they bring out a new series full of wrestlers, and because they're all old school and everything, they also bring out an LGN.
That is amazing. So they're like the rubber, just like the LJN ones. So like the rubber.
Except they're a little smaller than the old LGNs. A lot smaller.
Man, that is cool. I haven't seen one of those yet. Those are neat, man. Oh man, that's cool. You're lucky to have those.
I don't think they make them anymore.
Oh, really?
They haven't made them in. Okay, Darby's next, and I'm getting him.
Which one's next?
Darby Allen.
Oh, Darby, nice. That's a cool collection you got there, dude. You got me beat. You got a lot more than I do. You're lucky. It's pretty sweet.
I even got more. I've got Iron Sheik.
Yeah, I have that one.
I have so much more.
That's cool.
I have Hercules.
I got that one. I love that one. Is that the one where he's wearing like the leather thing on his body?
Yes.
Yep, that's Hercules. Yep, that's a good one.
I also have hold on, my dad's taking forever to take them off the shelf.
Oh, is he bringing them to you? You got a good collection there, bud.
Now one of these I may not know because he's too old to remember.
Yeah. Ooh, that is the most rare, one of the more rare LJNs that there is. Oh shoot! Now I'm even drawing a blank on that guy.
Ted RCD.
Ted RCD. Yeah, that's who it is.
I also have the Iron Sheik, like I said.
And that's the Sheik. Yep.
He is
Ted RCD.
Up.
Oh yeah, he's beat up good. He's been through the ringer. Oh, do you know who that is?
Nope.
That's Outback Jack. He's one of the last LJNs I ever got was an Outback Jack.
I think this is Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Yeah, that's a good one. He came in the dream team with Brutus Beefcake. They came in a duo pack.
I actually get duplicates of some of these, but I got.
Oh yeah.
This is Bobby the Brain Heenan.
No, that is another famous manager though. That is Classy Freddie Blassie.
Oh, it's so
Close. Yeah. This is a good wrestling history, and that's the Hercules with the leather and the gold. That's a good one. I don't know if I still have that one actually. I gotta check my collection. I have mine in a bin out in the garage.
Some of these are like in mint condition.
Yeah, some of these are in really good shape. That's a good Hillbilly Jim there. He's in real good shape.
Yeah, I've got a lot of them. Someone didn't want them anymore. Their child didn't like wrestling anymore, and they sent me a whole bucket full of them.
Oh man, lucky. That's sweet. That's awesome. You lucked out. That's cool.
I did. I was playing with them for like 2 days.
That's sweet, man.
Split them.
Yeah, man. That's great.
And now I got.
Yeah, the Goon. Oh man, that's a throwback. Lagoon. I didn't know that they came out with that one in that series. That's neat. Those are some rare ones you got there. Yeah, those are some rare ones for sure.
It's new. Yeah, see, my elves got me that, and they usually get me rare stuff.
Yeah, cool.
Really rare.
Yeah.
The SummerSlam series Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
that's pretty hard to get, to be honest.
Is it? Okay.
That's good. Murray. Okay. You want to see one of my rarest figures?
I do actually. I don't have a lot of rare ones, but I know there are some that are super hard to get.
Oh my god, I have one, two. I have two up here that are really rare.
Yeah.
Macho Man, you son of a gun!
You have a rare Macho Man one?
Yeah, it's Slim Jim. I have a limited edition Jack John Cena with the US belt.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I also have really rare ones where you remember when WWE did a collab with Ninja Turtles, where the Ninja Turtles dress up as, so I have 4 of them as of now. I have the John Cena Leonardo.
Okay.
Both of my favorite, the Ninja Turtle and the actual Superstar.
Yeah.
And I also got Wrath in Sting form.
Okay, I haven't seen those. I haven't seen a lot of those. Those are rare.
I got Roddy Piper in Michelangelo form.
Oh, that one is sweet. I love Roddy Piper. And Michelangelo is probably one of my favorite turtles too.
I got Donatello in Undertaker.
Yep.
Can't really tell at this point. It's so buried. I also got this really rare one that one of my uncles gave me. It's an old Jax that comes with our fake belt. John Cena.
Oh, neat. The belt and figure combo. Nice. The spinner belt. And
now, the $400 figure.
Oh my. Oh. Okay.
The Flashback Elite collections. Ringside exclusive. Hardcore belt Kane.
Wow. So that must be rare, dude.
Now, from Series 6, one of the first series. Gold dust. Goes from $400 to $200 to $400.
Wow.
I also have one right there. I don't know how much it goes for, but it's a John Cena that's from Series 3.
Yeah. I had no idea when I was a kid. Like, I had all the action figures when I was a kid, and we had no idea when I was young, like, how much these things are going to be worth. Like, if I would have known how, like, I was actually told, my buddy said that this figure, even out of the box in the condition it's in, like, this is worth $100, like, just like this. And I had no idea. I've been carrying around in my bag I take it to some of the schools when I do my speeches. I always bring this with me to show the kids. And he's like, do you know that thing you're carrying around is like $100? I was like, nope, I had no idea that it was worth that much.
Maybe you should bring a different figure to see the kids. Oh, I
maybe
got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat back there.
Yeah,
I have that one too.
I got my Ricky Steamboat, and then these are my 3.
I don't have the Jake the Snake though.
You don't have the Jake the Snake? Yeah, these are my 3 favorite wrestlers. So I got my Jake the Snake, my Hogan, and then my Ricky Steamboat. Yeah, those are my 3 that I always have with me to bring to my speeches that I do at schools, because they were my 3 favorite wrestlers when I was 5. And I always tell the story of when I was
2 instead of Hulk Hogan because he cost $100.
Yeah, I do actually have the other version, like the original version of the Hogan that I could bring, but I like to bring this one to show them because he's wearing a shirt, and I talked to them about how Hogan would wear a shirt and rip a shirt off when you come down to the ring. So I always like to show them this one.
Okay, now we're not even to the second question, and we're already.
I know. I know. We better get going. We gotta get moving on to your questions, there, bud.
Okay, if you could compare yourself to one of the Ninja Turtles, which one would you say you are most like? Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, and what?
I would say, like, I always liked. I'm gonna say 2. Can I say 2? And I'll say 2, and I'll say why. I always
and then you're gonna have to pick one out of those 2.
Okay. When I was a kid, I always liked Michelangelo because he was funny and he was goofy, and I like to think that I can be funny and goofy myself. So I always like that about Michelangelo. But also, I'm a leader, and whenever I played sports, I was always the captain of the team when I played sports. So I have leadership qualities. So a lot like Leonardo, I was always a leader. So I'd have to say, right now in my life, it would depend on the situation that I'm in, but probably most like Leonardo right now in my life. I would say I'm most like the leader, Leonardo for sure.
I'd say my favorite one's Leonardo because he's the leader, and he has my favorite color on as his headband color.
Yep.
And number 2, the one I resemblance the most is definitely Michelangelo.
Yes, because you're goofy and funny and like to goof around. Is that why?
And I love pizza.
Oh, and you love pizza. That's a given. Everybody loves pizza, don't they?
No, not my friend. Not gonna share him up before I get mad at him.
Well, I'm sorry to say your friend's a little bit weird because
He's not weird. I said he was crazy though.
Okay, crazy for sure. Because to not like pizza, I mean, you must not like life, because pizza is like one of the best things in the world.
If I was a genie and I could grant you 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
I get 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would, number 1, I would definitely wish for like world peace. So like for everybody in the world to just get along and love each other, and there not be any, war or hatred between people, just everybody to just love each other. So peace for the whole world.
Doesn't that make wrestling?
Pardon?
Doesn't that make wrestling?
Doesn't that make wrestling? What do you mean?
Yeah, because war and feuds, that's what wrestling is all about.
That's a really good point. You're right. But, I mean, it's all kind of part of the show. So, obviously, in the world, there's always going to be conflict and there's going to be feuds. And that is a part of life. So, wrestling kind of gets to tell that story to the world. But when that happens in the real life, it's a matter of life and death. Like, fortunately, in wrestling, the wrestlers aren't trying to kill each other. They're just trying to put on a really good show and entertain people and tell some good stories.
Darby's trying to kill himself.
Well, some people, when they're wrestling, they do some things that are pretty dangerous, and they are putting their life on the line. That's for sure. But I really wish in the real world that if everybody could get along, then this world will be a much better place. So that's number 1. Oh man. I want to say the second one is I'm working towards this right now for my family. I really want to have like a cottage on the beach. So if I could have like my own private island on the beach for me and my family to go to and enjoy, especially during the winter time when it's really cold here in Canada, if I could just get up and go to my private island and go around on my boat and play with my kids on a private island on the beach, that would be number 2. And then number 3 would be, man, if I could just make sure that if I could wrestle for the rest of my life and not get old and not ever get injured, that would be my third wish. I would never have to like get hurt and I could just wrestle forever. That would be my number 3.
My wishes would be
okay.
1.
Yeah.
For my little Lilo and Parker to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Just not as zombies.
Yes. Of course not.
My second wish would probably be for my family to have unlimited money, because when money equals life, you need money to have life.
In some ways, yes. To be able to have, some comfort and stability, yes. Money is definitely needed. You know what they say, that money can't buy happiness? You ever heard that phrase?
Yes, I've heard that many times.
Yeah. So you're right. You don't
money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy food and life.
It does buy food, shelter, and helps keep you alive for sure. You need it so that you can have food on your table and shelter and clothing and all the necessities. You definitely need some money for that. I agree. What's your third
wish? I've been working on this one.
Okay.
I've been every single time I do this question, I say these exact ones.
Okay.
I wish for my family to be protected and never die, and never age.
Yes. Now that's an interesting one. Have you seen? Actually, this goes back to Ninja Turtles. Have you seen that one Ninja Turtles movie? It's a cartoon where that guy that lives forever and he never dies. It was the TMNT movie. Did you see that one? Nope. Okay, well, it's on Netflix. You should watch it.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Destiny event.
Uh-huh.
Remember the last match?
Yes.
What am I known for?
What are you known for? Being awesome?
Yes. And taking items.
And taking items. Sweet. Okay, I didn't know you were known for that. I just knew that you were awesome. So you got that from is that a broken piece of table?
Yep. I've got 2.
Awesome.
And I also got a broken chair that's been broken against PCO's head. I've actually got 5 broken chairs. I've got 5 chairs now. I've been using the rest of them.
Yep.
I've got a garbage can lid, 2 tables on my wall. Make it 4 now because I have those 2.
Yep.
And I also have a piece of a chair.
Oh my goodness. Yep. That was a crazy match, eh? That was wild.
Yeah. I also have I collect pretty much everything. I have a garbage can. I have a broken door. I have.
Oh man! Do you have it all in that room? Is that like your wrestling room where you got everything?
Yes, it's in my living room.
Okay. Oh, it's all in your living room. Oh, that's a cool living room. I wish I could decorate my living room with all my wrestling stuff. My wife would kill me.
I'm crazy because I even have a water bottle.
Is that like that one of the wrestlers like brought to the ring?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I have Legos.
You got everything, dude.
To build this.
Totally.
I have a piece of piñata.
Okay. Oh, you got some random stuff there, Steven.
I have more Legos.
Yep.
It's all over Mexican death matches.
Yep.
I have knee pads. I have gloves. I have wrist tape.
Oh, cool. Man, you got everything.
1 second. Oh, wait. This is your most surprise. It's worth $10,000.
No.
Is ring worn in the ring. It costs $10,000.
Okay.
The person sells it for $10,000 for cancer.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And he gave it to us for free when I met him because my brother is autistic and he loves Roman Reigns more than anything.
Okay. Oh, dude, that's authentic. Is that's from Roman?
Yeah, it's like the real Roman Reigns vest.
That is amazing.
Look up Hell in a Cell 2019 Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. Full match.
Okay, and that's the one that that's the one they wore.
Gold. It used to be gold, but now it's green.
That is pretty special, dude.
Trust me, you should have seen the look on Liam's face.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Oh, was he super excited?
Oh yeah, he loved it.
Oh, I bet, man.
My dad posted it in the wrestling group. Someone's like, "How much?" And he's like, "Back off, dude. I'm just trying to share what my son got. This is actually my son's, so it's not for sale unless he says it."
Right. Yeah.
So he's like, "Back up."
Yeah, back up, man.
There's nothing more that he cares about than his children.
Yes, I believe that.
Which is what makes him a great dad.
Yep, I can relate to that. I got 4 kids of my own, and you don't mess with my kids. You'll see it. I like to be a nice person and smile and be a very positive person, but if you mess with my kids, I won't be smiling anymore. Okay, we'll have a problem on our hands.
Okay, tell me your wife hasn't done this.
Okay.
Except for me, it's my mom. You will so learn to miss her in the car, and then. Oh, hey, Jennifer. Okay. Hey, it's been so long.
Oh, you're so right. Yes. Yep. That describes, I think, every good mom to a T, buddy. That's every good mom. That's the way they are. And Mrs. Diener is very much like that herself.
So is Mrs. Spice.
There it is. I believe it. I've met Mrs. Spice. I wouldn't want to mess with her.
She would literally kill somebody if someone took me.
Oh, I know. That's Mama. Don't mess with Mama.
If someone hurt me, she would literally kill them.
Oh, I know. That's motherly love, though. That's what mamas are like.
And this was my brother. My brother just be grounded.
No, that's what mamas do, man. They just want to protect their kids and take care of their kids. So yeah, don't mess. I mean, it's one thing to mess with my kids, and you're gonna have to answer to me, but you definitely don't want to have to answer to my wife if you mess with my kids. Watch out.
This video is gonna take 10 hours for us to finish because I have a blabber mouth. I'm sorry, Cody. It just comes. It runs in the family. My mom's right beside you. It runs for the family, man. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I get it. It's okay. Let's go to the next question. Let's get the next question and see what else. What other fun stuff we can talk about.
You just finished through a tough match. For instance, your match against Chris Sabin, arguably one of the world's greatest X Division champions. Okay, tell me he doesn't look like Jon Moxley when he uses Dean Ambrose face.
Oh, I never even thought of that, dude. Yeah, I can see that. I can see why you'd say that. A little bit, yeah.
He even got the hairs on the side.
Yeah, I never really even thought of that, but yeah, I can see that. I can see the resemblance a little bit.
A little bit. What is your favorite food to go eat, or your favorite drink to go grab after a match?
Usually, after like a grueling match like I just had with Chris Sabin, usually I would go through a drive-through. Wendy's is my favorite fast food.
Oh,
I would go. I usually get like a double burger, double quarter pounder kind of deal, and get some fries.
My favorite fries. Sorry to all you Wendy's lovers and McDonald's lovers.
Yeah.
Is Burger King. I love their fries. Oof.
Really? I like McDonald's fries more than Wendy's, but I don't think you can beat a Wendy's burger. So usually I'll go through a drive-through, but I haven't been doing that a lot. I'm on a very special diet, Steven.
I'm on a diet, so I don't. Chicken strips.
Those are good too. Yeah, but I did not go through the drive-through after I wrestled Chris Sabin. I think I just had a protein shake. with a little bit of oatmeal in it and shake that up and drank it. So I'm on a very special, strict diet where I'm eating more just chicken and rice and beef and pasta, and not eating drive-thrus anymore, buddy. I'm very rarely do I do that anymore.
Yeah, this is just between me and you.
Okay.
That's a difference against me and you. Well, opposite.
Yeah.
I eat like McDonald's almost every day.
Oh yeah. Well, you're lucky. I wish I could eat McDonald's every day, but I'm just getting old. I can't do that anymore.
I have a good mom.
You do.
Remember the water bottle I showed you? Yes. So it was right here.
Yeah.
To my left.
Okay.
I got thirsty, so I grabbed it. My mom was like, "No."
I'll get some water too there, Stephen.
Oh, fancy. Not drinking out of the bottle.
Nope. We have like a filter thing in our fridge where I can get ice and get the filtered water right out of it. So yep, right straight to the fridge.
I wish I have a shitty fridge.
Just
handles to open it. Handles.
Oh. Well, we had to get a new one because ours was broken. And we had to get a new one because the filter and it wasn't keeping things keeping things cool, so we had to get a new one too. It was all broken down.
I'm weird because of this. Usually I put chocolates and Skittles and gummies in the fridge because it makes them colder and nice and warm and makes me like it tastes better.
Dude, I do not think you're weird at all. Putting a chocolate bar in the fridge is the way to go. It tastes way better when it's cold. I'm with you. Exactly. Any chocolate bar, yes. And then it's like hard, so then it takes you a little bit longer to chew, so then you can savor it a little bit longer. Nothing beats a Snickers where you just put it in the fridge and let it be nice and cold. Oh, well, it's way better. It's way better.
One of my favorite foods, one of my favorite chocolates is I tried it and it's Coffee Crisp. I love chocolate.
That's a good one too. And way better in the fridge. Totally. Let that thing cool down in the fridge. It is tasty.
I really like it in the fridge because it makes me hard to bite. Like
Oh yeah, you got to work at it. Yeah.
What is one interesting fact that you fans may not know about you?
I can turn my tongue upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do that? Can you turn your tongue upside down? Yeah, flip it upside down. All right, want to see me do it? All right, I'll show you. Okay.
What the? Oh. My dad is an alien.
Yep. There you go. You can flip my tongue upside down. I'm so glad I brought that up. Watching you try to flip your tongue is pretty entertaining, buddy. You know what else I can do? I can bite my elbow too. Can you do that? You got to push harder. No. Do you want to see me do it?
Yes.
I can't. I'm just joking. It's impossible.
Oh, you son of a This is why I call me the comedian.
Yep.
You have been quoted as saying wanted to be somebody. The guys want to wrestle, but it is no more important to you to be remembered as a great dad. What is your favorite part about being a dad?
Oh, good question, buddy. My favorite part about being a dad, that's a really hard question to answer. There's so many good things about it, but just seeing my kids grow and like turning into good human beings. I think every parent just wants their kid to be a good person and be a positive person and try to make the world a better place. So when I see my kids like do kind things for each other and for other people in the world, there's nothing that kind of makes me more proud than to see my kids just be awesome human beings. So, I mean, that's the coolest part about being a dad. Another cool thing that I get to experience right now is like all the stuff that I loved as a kid, I get to experience that all over again with my kids. So I get to watch wrestling with my son. And he loves wrestling just as much as I did when I was young. So I get to watch that with him. I love music. I'm a drummer, and my daughter is a very good drummer.
I always do that with pencils. I get in class, I get pencils.
Yeah. So I'm a drummer, and my daughter is now a really good musician. So I play a little bit of guitar too. So I'll jump on the guitar, my daughter will jump on the drums, and we'll jam out and rock out together. So I get to do all the things I love. I get to do them with my kids.
I always fake guitar.
Yeah, I love swimming too. Like I said,
swimming is my go-to. I can't do anything else. I love swimming.
Yeah, I grew up on the beach, so I was in the water all the time.
I meant to say when you said your whole Paradise Island. I can never ever do that because I am terrified of water. But I'm not drinking water like the ocean water. I am terrified of the ocean water because one, there's great white sharks and everything. I'm terrified of sharks.
Yes, I don't like that either. I will admit.
Two,
but if I could,
I'm scared of falling and sticking down to the bottom and drowning.
Yeah.
I did almost drown.
I
have almost drowned.
Really? That's scary.
Yeah, because I went to the deep end. My dad was doing something with my brother, and I didn't tell anybody that I was going to the deep end while I was very young.
Oh no!
And my dad had to pull me up on my finger.
I had to do that with my son too. I was at a community pool swimming with my daughters, and then my son said, "Hey, Dad, look at this!" And he goes over the deep end and just dives into the water. And I was like so far away from him, so I had to like rush over and like jump in and save him and pull him up, and he was okay. But yeah, my son, he's a wild one, just wild like you.
Now that I'm a little older, I know a method of whenever I'm about to drown. Unless while I'm in a pool, like if you're drowning in the deep end in a pool.
Yeah. They teach really young kids how to save themselves. There's classes you can take. You should look. There's
cool. Water is what my mom's saying, but what I do is I go to at the deep end because I'm too panicky to swim.
Yeah.
So what I do is if my mom and dad are at the end of the pool, when I go down to the deep end, my feet hit the ground, I push up, and I take a deep breath and say, help, and I go back down.
Cool. I've done that. I've done that where I go down to the bottom and then push yourself up. Yeah, if you're able to do that and push strong enough to get yourself to go back to the top, then yeah, that works. Just get a flotation device next time, buddy. Just get like one of those cool tubes or something.
No,
then you won't sink.
I don't really do that because like it doesn't help with the swimming. I just swim my heart out. I just do whatever I want in the swimming pool.
It does feel good. Territory. It does feel good. Swimming, I love it. I grew up swimming and I love it. I get to do it with my kids. So it's one of my favorite things to do with my kids is go swimming. I
usually take off my life vest because I know how to handle whenever I'm in the deep end proper. So I feel like I'm good. So I don't really care about the life vest unless I'm in actual water, like the sea. Like the ocean, the sea with sharks. Yeah. Then I'm putting on that life vest and I'm getting out of there.
Yeah. I don't like really big open water either. Even in a lake, like where there's no sharks, like the Great Lakes don't have any sharks in them, but even in the Great Lakes.
I was terrified to go on a boat of the tour of the Canadian Lake because I felt like I was going to fall off and sink it to the bottom. Yeah, it's scary. Many people may not know that you are also a motivational speaker. Why did you decide to start speaking in front of crowds, and what is your favorite part about doing that? The
my answer to that is the same for both those questions. Like, why did I start doing it and what's my favorite part? The answer is the same. I just like to be a positive influence on people and, bring positivity to people around me, make them feel good and bring them hope. I think there's a lot of people in this world that they don't have a lot of hope that tomorrow's going to get any better, or they don't have a lot of hope that they can achieve their dreams and their goals. So what I do when I speak to young people is I just try to bring them hope,
So basically,
and let them know.
Like depression.
Sometimes that is for some people. Some people are depressed, and I try to, hopefully if I speak to somebody and if I can help them not be so depressed about their situation, that's an amazing feeling to know that I help somebody kind of change their thinking about something. So that's really why I do it. I try to bring hope to young people and let them know that they can be whatever they want to be when they grow up. As long as they're willing to put in the work and try their hardest and accept help from the people around them that want to help them, you can achieve your dreams. And that's what I want to try to tell young people when I speak. And I've had a lot of parents and kids tell me that they felt very positive and inspired by my speeches. And so that's why I do what I do, buddy. Oh, look at that. Who's that?
Little fluffy gizmo.
That's Gizmo? Oh, little Gizmo.
Fluffy gizmo.
Fluffy Gizmo. What kind of dog is Fluffy Gizmo?
A Shih Tzu Chihuahua cross.
Oh, wow. A little Shih Tzu Chihuahua. Very fluffy. Very soft and cuddly.
Yes.
My kids want a dog. I haven't got my kids a dog, even though they beg. I got them 2 cats, but no dog.
Whenever it comes to this cold weather, she likes to sit beside the heater because my bed's blocking it. So she comes on my bed and sits where the heater usually is.
Yep.
And there was one time where she was cold and I knew it because she was walking towards the heater to lie down.
Yes.
It's literally her favorite spot. She growls and barks at her sisters and bites them and fights over her spot. She's like, nah, this is my spot.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And
that's cute.
There was one time where she was walking to the heater, so I grabbed her, put her on my lap, started petting her, and then tucked her in with my blanket.
Yeah.
She fell asleep.
Oh, that's cute.
Almost 2 hours.
Really? That's cute.
Fluffy's the best one.
Yeah. You like animals, Steven?
Yes, especially dogs.
Yeah.
And Lilo, I was in depression once because when Lilo passed,
yes,
it just hit different. My mom, it was bad for her for one day.
Yep.
No, bad for her for one day, like she was crying and everything. Me, I was in a big deep depression, and my brother, he was probably the one that hit worse in this household.
Yeah.
Because every so-and-so days, he starts crying because he misses her. And he had a great relationship with her.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough.
He had it for 8 years of his life.
8 years. Wow. Yeah, that's
10.
a long time. Yeah, that's a long.
I've had it my whole life, except for my 10th birthday.
Right. Yeah, that's tough, buddy. But life goes on, for sure. Life goes on. It keeps moving, and there's always good things to look forward to every day. That is one cute dog.
Who is your hero and why?
Who is my hero? Ooh, well, when I was a kid, I had 2 heroes. And really kind of still to this day. Hulk Hogan was my hero when I was a kid because he was my favorite wrestler and I wanted to be just like him. But another hero of mine that I really liked when I was a kid, and I like him even more now, was somebody that I saw on TV, and it's a man named Mr. Rogers. Have you ever seen the show Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
Nope, not even my mom has. Oh, my mom has.
I bet your mom has. Mr. Rogers is a really, really amazing man who loves children, and he did a children's show where he wanted to bring kids joy and happiness and hope through his television programs, and he did that by the TV show that he had. And he had an amazing show, and I watched that show with my kids, And it's a lot different than the stuff you see on TV now. A lot of the cartoons and the things you see on TV now are all like bam, 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 everything happens really fast, blah, 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 and flashing lights. Nope, Mr. Rogers was very calm, and he would just look into the camera and he would speak to his audience who were children. He would speak truths to them and amazing lessons to them. And when my kids watch Mr. Rogers, they always say at the end of every single episode, they go, "Oh, it's over already?" And it's a half an hour. And a lot of people think that it's a really slow paced, boring show. Not at all. It's an amazing show where he talks about the importance of having imagination and dreams, and talks about a lot of cool things. And he goes to the land of make-believe. So he really helped me with my imagination when I was young, because it was important for me to use my imagination to come up with these dreams and goals that I had to be a wrestler. And now I get to watch that show with my kids.
It's like an education show, but like it's like a learning show of what you should do.
Yes, and he talks about feelings, like how to deal with your feelings.
And
like
what you shouldn't do.
He has a whole episode actually about like what happens when your pet dies and how to deal with that, because that's really difficult for kids to deal with. So what do you do with your sad?
My mom, when little baby, my mom was like, has her eyes, her face was red, her eyes were filled.
Yes, of course. Like that's how a lot of us deal with tragedy and sad things in our life. Like, and one of the things Mr. Rogers did, he's always talking about, like, what do you do with the mad that you feel? Or what do you do with the sad that you feel? Like whenever you're feeling these things, we shouldn't ignore them. We should be very aware of our feelings and decide, how do we deal with our feelings in a good way? We don't want to like hit other people when we get mad, but that doesn't mean that we can't get angry. And there's things that we can do when we get angry that aren't going to hurt us or hurt other people. So one of the things Mr. Rogers did is he'd play his piano when he was young. And if he got mad, he'd bang on the keys of his piano. And he would think of, healthy ways of dealing with his feelings, even if those feelings were sad or mad or angry feelings. So I've learned a lot from Mr. Rogers in my life, and my kids have too, because I always love watching the Mr. Rogers Neighborhood with my kids now. So you should watch the Mr. Rogers. Maybe watch an episode tonight. I think you'd like it.
Actually, I'll probably watch it sometime soon. And you were saying that was an education show where it shows you what not to do and what to do. It's like, well, mine was kind of like that, but it wasn't for emotions. Okay. It's a show called Nikki, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn.
Okay, I think I've heard about it. I've never seen it though.
It's about it's about a quadruple hits.
Yep.
They get into trouble every single episode, and then they get caught eventually, and that's what I think is what they're trying to say. Set an example for the kids not to do that, or you'll get caught and you'll get in big trouble. And so yeah. Cool. It's a good idea for a show. I'll look that up. I haven't heard. I've heard of it, but it was Mr. Dress Up. That's what his.
Oh, I've watched some of those with my kids too. I loved Mr. Dress Up when I was a kid as well. I watched a lot of Mr. Dress Up.
That was my mom.
Yeah, Mr. Dress Up's awesome.
What is your favorite thing that helps inspire you every day?
Definitely my kids. Just being with my kids, playing with my kids, being around them. It keeps me inspired. I know a lot of wrestlers, Stephen, like friends of mine, when they had kids, they actually stopped wrestling. They didn't wrestle anymore because they're like, oh, I got to go be a dad now, and I don't have time to go around and wrestle on the weekends and body slam people in my underwear. Well, for me, the opposite happened. When I had kids, it inspired me to wrestle even more because I want my kids to dream big. And if they have a goal and something they want to do in their life, I want them to go for it and make their dreams come true. So I got even more inspired to keep moving forward with my dream and to keep doing more and more of my dream of being a wrestler by being around my kids and having children. So I get really inspired watching them and their talents, like my daughters who are great musicians and dancers, and they're artists. All my kids are amazing artists. I don't know where they get it from. I guess they get it from their mom. She's a pretty good artist, but all of our kids are actually better artists than both me and my wife. So I get inspired every day just seeing the amazing things that my children do. That's definitely what inspires me, buddy.
Well, thank you so much, Cody. This means so much to me. Thank you so much for coming on. And
Hey, thank you.
I'll see you in a part 2.
Sweet, buddy. We'll do a part 2. Thanks for having me, bud.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.